Hi, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm bringing back the monthly TBRs because one, I have a little bit more flexibility within my schedule after freshly graduating from college. I know, round of applause. And today I'm going to be picking my January TBR, and I've been figuring out how exactly I was going to do this, and then I remembered this one random video idea I had that I was going to do right after the how many pages I realistically read in a week as a college student. But that same day, when I was about to start filming for that, my puppy doggo Piper unfortunately passed away, so I just decided to scrap that video because I was not in the mood to read and I was just grieving and I was not in a good place mentally to be able to do that video. But I decided that it's been a couple months now and I'm still grieving her and such, but I feel like now is the time where this thing can shine, and it is basically a dice game that I created off of Canva called Roll and Read. Look at that. It kind of looks like a bingo sheet pretty much, but pretty much what it is, I'll put up some like things on the screen, is I have these different dice and such like that. So there's these different columns and rows and such where it kind of looks like this. And then the way that it works is you have two dice and you roll one, and that basically chooses the column that you have. And then the second die chooses the row pretty much. So let's say that I roll a 4 first, it would be this column, and if I roll like a 3, then it would be choose a book by a Labyrinth song or like something along that lines. I have so many of these different things and such, so we're just gonna like roll it and see what happens. I have specific books on my winter TBR, but I also like have like other videos like mood reading vlogs and such that I want to get to in January. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys over to the rolling section, and then I'm gonna take you guys just to my TBR cart and maybe other places as well too. So yeah, let's roll for the first book. Okay, so I think this is the best angle that I'm gonna be able to get with y'alls and such, if you guys can see that right here. So we have the roll and read dice game. I have the 2 die right here. I'm gonna roll them individually. So first roll we have 2. Okay, so we're going to be working with column number 2 first. So I'll have that. And then 3. Okay. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so we have a book that is on Kindle Unlimited. Perfect. That is so perfect. So we're going to zoom in. A book that is on Kindle Unlimited. Okay, so let me grab my Kindle for what I have and let me look on my winter TBR real fast so I know like what I'm working with and such. So one of the books that I could 100% read that is on Kindle Unlimited, I could 100% read The House of Glass. I hope that this is the right angle and such that y'all are able to see me in. And then I have some other things and such. Like I have a couple of other like books and such like that, you know? So I'm thinking, I have a couple on here that I could do. I could do The House of Glass, which I have my TBR cart right here, which is this book by Sarah. I think it's Buchanan. I need to look up how to pronounce her last name, but I'm pretty sure it's Sarah Buchanan. This is like a thriller and such that deals with like a little girl basically like seeing her nanny basically die, or maybe she was murdered, and then you're just trying to figure that out from there. And I have a couple of other books down here. Like I could also do The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is kind of like a holiday romance and such. It's LGBTQ as well. I've got so many other ones that I could do that's on Kindle Unlimited and such. I've got Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I want to get to that book sometime this year, this upcoming year and such, because it is on my 2026 books, 26 books to read in 2026 to be more specific. And I think the one that I am feeling, what am I feeling? Because I've got Face Off by Chelsea Curto that I could also read that one. I could read Face Off by Chelsea Curto. You know what? I think I might do that one. I think I'm feeling that one. Okay, so the first pick for roll and read a book on Kindle Unlimited, we are going to be choosing Face Off by Chelsea Cardo. I have heard so many people love this series. It's a part of the DC Star series, and I'm pretty sure it's getting picked up to be traditionally published, but you know, that's great, honestly. I'm gonna go write that down real fast, and then we are going to do the second roll of the video. Okay, now we're gonna get into the second roll. Again, I have the dice right here. Roll number 1, 2 again. Okay, roll number 2. Okay, that we're not gonna do that one. Let's do another one. 1. Okay. A memoir. Okay. So we've got 1 and 2, which means a memoir. Okay, so the second pick we got was a memoir. Oh, that's a little too high. I recently just read The House of My Mother by Sherry Frankie. That was on my winter TBR, so I can't read that one, unfortunately. But another memoir that I have on my list that I've been wanting to read for such a long time is On Writing by Stephen King. I had this on my fall TBR, but I did not get to it, as y'all can probably tell and such. So I think this one's easy. I think I'm just going to do On Writing, a memoir of the craft by Stephen King. Because one thing as well too, I'm kind of recording this near the end of December, and I'm kind of in a little bit of like a slump, you know, and I feel like I've been reading for so long that I think I need to take a break with writing, because as you guys know, I'm writing my debut memoir as well too, you know. So I think this will be a nice little like break to learn a little bit more about this and such, and maybe this is like a thing that I do throughout the entire month of January. But yeah, the second pick is going to be On Writing, a memoir of the craft by Stephen King. Oh, that was great. That was a really, really great pick as well too. So now that I have that one, let's get on to the third roll. All right, we're going to do this for the... Oh shit. Oopsies. That one did not count because I was not ready for that one. Okay, so first roll. 5. Okay, it's a 5 right there, as y'all can see and such. Second roll. 4. Okay, so that one is with a 1-word title. All right, that one is with a 1-word title. I've got a couple of these, I think. Okay, so for the third one, we got books with 1-word titles. I actually have a couple of those on my TBR cart right now, so I'm going to pull them out so it's easier for us to look at them pretty much. So the first one that I see is Off Track by Isha Patel. This is actually one of my friend's books and such. One of my friends is an author and such, and she wrote this. I believe it's an F1 romance and such. I've read a couple of F1 romances in the past and have not liked them. I don't know if I'm in a sports mood or not, but that's one of the options we have for this. And then another one that I see down here is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I have that for sure that we could 100% do. Because one, I've been wanting to try, keyword is try, and read this series for a while and such, because so many people love it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've heard that it's very much gives like Hunger Games mixed with Divergent as well too. So, but just in a fantasy world. And I'm like, sign me up. I want to like try it. And it's also young adult as well too, but that's one of the ones we could do and such. What are some other ones? Oh, I've got Skin as well too. I've got this gorgeous cover and such like that. It is Skin by, I can't remember how you pronounce her name. I cannot remember how you pronounce her name, but I need to look it up and such because yeah, and I'm pretty sure this one's like a fantasy novel. I'm pretty sure it's about these 2 girls who discover that they're sisters and then discover that they have powers and such. I don't know too much about it because I kind of want to go into it blind, but that's another one that we could 100% use. I'm trying to think of other ones. I don't think I'm quite in the mood for Martyr by Kavi Ekbar because I've heard that you need to be in a specific mood for that, and I kind of want more happy, uplifting books. So we're going to stay away from that one and such. I think those 3 are like the ones that I can really think of that are 1-word titles, you know? Yeah, because all my other ones are like 2 or 5 or like 17,000 word titles and such. So I will come back to you guys when I figure out which book I'm going to put on my TBR. Okay, so after being off camera for a little bit, I was like kind of reading through them and kind of figuring out which one I should put on my TBR, and I'm gonna go with Skin. Well, one, because of its beautiful cover and such, and from what I've heard and such, it is unlike any other like standalone fantasy that I have seen and such, and I'm like, I need to read that. So Skin is going to be going with the 1-word title prompt, and that means we have 3 more rolls left because I'm going to do 6 books and such. That way I have a little bit of leniency if I want to add in some more books as well too. So yeah, that's exciting and such. So yeah, and I will see you guys for the 4th roll. All right, time for the 4th roll. I'm gonna do the first roll. 1. Okay, so column number 1. 6. Okay. Ooh, this one's a fun one. A book chosen by a Taylor Swift song. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that is fun. So we've got a song chosen by a Taylor Swift song, or a book chosen by a Taylor Swift song. And I think the way I'm going to do this, I have this huge playlist that's called Power Hour, where it's exactly as it sounds. It is a bunch of Taylor Swift songs all together so that I can listen to them and such. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to start... No, oopsies, that's the wrong button. I am going to start screen recording so that you guys can see and such. Okay, so the media screen recording starts right now, and I basically have it on shuffle. It's going to be somewhere on the screen and such, and I'm basically just going to click the play button, and whichever song pops up, I have to find a book related to that song. So let's do it. Marjorie. Oh, okay. So we're doing sad vibes. Okay. We're doing sad vibes then. Cool. Oh, I'm trying to think. The main themes of that song is being grateful for the people who are no longer in your lives as well too, and honoring them. I'm thinking something sad. I really am thinking something that's gonna be sad. I think it's gonna be sad. I don't know. I've got a couple of sad books that I could 100% do. Let me pull them up. Some of these could 100% work. One of them I can think of, one that I think of off the top of my head is Us Against You by Frederick Bachman. This is the 2nd book in the Beartown series and such, and it gives sad vibes. It 100% gives sad vibes. I've been seeing a lot of like sadness when it comes to that. I'm trying to think of what else, honestly. What else do I have on here that could work? Oh, wait. I forgot I had this one. Okay, so I have this book, which is A Little Life by Hannah. I don't know how you pronounce the last name, but I've seen this book everywhere pretty much, and everybody has described it as pure sadness, to say the least. And sometimes when I'm listening to Marjorie, I sometimes want to cry. So I think, yeah, those are the only like 2 books that I can really think about that might have like sad feelings and sad vibes. I can't think of anything else. So again, gonna do another thing of where I cut the camera or like cut this out and then basically show you guys what I have decided to read or like put on my TBR and such for this month. Okay, so after looking at the books, I think I'm gonna go with Us Against You by Frederick Bachman. It's kind of a book that I want to read at the beginning of the year because I have something planned and such for like a fun little like video and such at the beginning of the year and such. So I'm just I'm excited and such. I'm excited for this one specifically. I'm excited, but also extremely, extremely scared considering how we ended off Beartown. And I needed like a break a little bit before I dove into this one and such. So yeah, this is going to be the 4th book that we have on my January TBR. And I will see you guys for the 5th roll. All right, time for the 5th roll. First one. 3. Okay. 3. 3 as well. Okay. So, ooh, fun. A book that is over 300 pages. That is easy. So for this one, we got a book with over 300 pages. I can have actually a little bit of fun with this one. I've got a bunch of these that I think could 100% work. Do I want a series though? Or do I want an actual book? So fun little thing and such like that. I'm going to start reading the Shatter Me series in 2026, but if I don't get it on this TBR, I will still read it, but I want to see how many pages this book actually is. If it's over 300 pages, then it can 100% work and such. So, ooh, perfect. It's 329 pages. That can work. That could 100% work. But I'm also... Let me look at the Final Gambit because I've been wanting to read the Final Gambit again for such a long time. Oh, that works too. That one's well over. Yes. Perfect. Oh, that one's well over 300 pages. It's 368. It's 368 to be exact. So I could do that one. And you know, I'm already going to be reading Shatter Me, so I don't even need to put it on this TBR if I don't want to. So I think I'm just going to take this one out of the equation. What's another one that I could put on my TBR that's over 300 pages? I could put King of Envy. I could 100% put King of Envy. This is well over 300 pages. Okay, so this one's well over 500 pages and such. So I could 100% put King of Envy. What's another one that I'm thinking? I could do The Favorites by Lane Fargo. That's another one. This one's gotta be. This looks well over, this looks over 300 pages. Let me see. Without spoiling myself, pretty much. Yeah, it's 434 pages. Okay, so I've got these 3 that I can choose from. Again, I'm gonna do this off camera and I'll come back with the one that I'm thinking the most. So for this one, I have been wanting to get this series done for a hot minute now. So I'm gonna choose the Final Gambit. That's gonna go on my January TBR and such. This is the 3rd book within the Inheritance Games original trilogy. And then you've got the spin-offs with the Grandest Game and then the Brothers Hawthorne and things like that. And I've been wanting to read it for a hot minute now. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the TBR and then we are going to do the final roll for the video. All right, time for the 6th and final roll. I don't know what I want from here. There's so many others that I could 100% get. Let me see which one that is going to be. 6. Okay, so we're going to be in the 6th column with the 3. Okay. Oh, this is literally the exact opposite of the one beforehand. It's a book with less than 300 pages. Wow. And it's also in the same row too. That's funny. You know, that is an incredible coincidence in getting a book with less than 300 pages. Now, that one's a little bit less possible, maybe. I'm thinking of maybe... I've got this one. I've got The Storied Life of A.J. Thickery by Gabrielle Zevin. I know that this one's kind of a tiny book, to say the least. So let me just look and see. Okay, yeah, that one's 258 pages specifically. We've got that one because that one can 100% be good for less than 300 pages. I'm looking at the names by Florence Knapp, I think is how you pronounce her last name. That one looks like it could be, but I don't know. I've been wanting to read, crap, 320 pages. Damn. Oh, that sucks. I'm looking at When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I've had this on my TBR for a hot minute. Oh, that's just 305 pages. Oh, man. That sucks. What's another small one that we have? And honestly, if we get the storied life of AJ Vickery, I will not be pissed off in the slightest. Maybe another one that's close to under 300 pages is I Was Born for This by Alice Oseman. This is one of her novels and such. It's one of the only other novels of hers that I haven't read yet. So where the heck are the page numbers? Are there no page numbers? Wait, hold on. Where the hell are the page numbers? Okay, yeah, this is 300 pages. Okay. All right. Well, I think because of process of elimination, because this is the only one that I really see on my TBR cart that is less than 300 pages. We have The Storied Life of AJ Vickery by Gabrielle Zevin. I know she also wrote Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow, which I also want to read by her. I have it on my shelf somewhere. I just don't know where the hell it is. But this one's basically following this dude and such who lives alone. AJ Vickery, more specifically, or a rare collection of Edgar Allan poems gets stolen from him, and he kind of just it goes through his life and kind of how his life changes and such, and it looks really cute, and I've also heard that it's now a major motion picture as well too, so I'm curious about this one. I'm really curious. So that I think is going to be the 6th and final book that we have on my TBR for January. So I'm going to put this into the computer, and then I'm going to grab the other books, and we're just going to basically do a recap of the books that I have for January. Okay, so here are all of the books that I have in the physical form. The only book that I do not have in the physical form right now is Face Off by Chelsea Curto. So that's the first book that we chose. And then, of course, we chose The Storied Life of AJ Vickery. That one is for the prompt of a book that is less than 300 pages. And then we have The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This one is for the prompt that is over 300 pages. It's a little over, it's around 330 pages, I believe. And then we have Us Against You by Frederick Bachman. This one was chosen by the song Marjorie by Taylor Swift. And then I have Skin, and I promise I will learn how to pronounce her name properly. I just need to look it up and just make sure that I'm properly pronouncing it and not butchering her name. And this one was chosen, what was this chosen by? Yes, a one-word title. Wow, my brain is already very forgetful, to say the least. And then we have On Writing by Stephen King, his memoir. This was chosen by the prompt, a memoir. And then, of course, I think I already said Face Off by Chelsea Curto, which is the one that was on Kindle Unlimited. But these are going to be the books that I hopefully all read in January. You guys will more than likely see these books being featured in videos, specifically one that I'm really excited to start at the beginning of the year, and maybe some other books that you didn't really expect to see in videos. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Let me know what your guys' January TBR is, or if you have a winter TBR as well that you are wanting to pull from as well too. And yeah, make sure you subscribed, comment, and obviously subscribe as well too. Turn on post notifications, follow me on social media and such, because we can chill. We can have a great time together. And I truly hope you guys have an amazing day, week, month, and year. See you later, friends.